That was a loud bang. I actually like this corner. So I forgot to bring my tripod. I forget to do a lot of things, so it's okay. I forgive myself. I kind of wanted to center this video around like finding your purpose. I made like notes on it. So who was I watching? I think I was watching Lavender and her video on finding your purpose, and I really want to find my own purpose, because once you have a purpose you'll strive to like achieve that purpose, and I want to strive to achieve something. I think for me, I need to find out what I want to achieve, how I'm going to achieve it starting now, so that I achieve it like quicker. I'm just gonna read these things. I wrote this on the 3rd of June 2000. Why did I say 2000? 2020. So if I like stutter over what I'm saying, that's because I just, I have to remind myself. So it says here, your purpose is essentially your life's mission. And I think what my life's mission would be is to entertain and to, I don't want to say educate because that sounds like school. Entertain, be that person who's like, this is what I discovered, and I think this would be helpful. You can take it or leave it. It's okay. That's fine with me. But I want to be like someone who's helpful, who's entertaining, and entertains through like an art. So I'm a very creative person. I draw. I take art as a subject. I draw a lot. I paint. I try all different types of mediums in terms of art. I like doing poetry. I like songwriting. I like the idea of like producing my own songs and stuff. I just really want to get into learning instruments and really diving deep within my creative side. I guess my life's purpose, I would say, even though like I'm like really young, I'm only 18, so I don't really know, like I can't really say this is what it is, this is how it stays. But I think that my life's purpose is to be creative and entertain and be helpful to people. So it says here, there are various avenues to fulfill your purpose through hobbies or relationships. Your purpose is why you exist in the world. Once you discover your own personal why, your life will become more meaningful and fulfilling because you understand your reason for being here. That last paragraph kind of like I need to pay attention to, I think. Because a lot of the time I question why I'm here, and that's very dangerous for me. And it keeps me in the cycle of having a mental decline, which I don't want to have. So like the line that says, because you need to understand your reason for being here, it kind of makes me hopeful. It kind of like, that's one line that I take personally, because I always question that, and it always puts me in dangerous positions when I always question that. So if I tackle it now, while I'm okay, I feel like I'm okay enough to tackle it, like I won't be, my personal goal is to not be in that loop again of like questioning my purpose and why I'm here. And that's what I'm wanting to do. That's why it makes it so personal to me. So it says that I need to remember to be patient and open-minded. You see, I can be patient and open-minded, but the problem is with me is that I'm patient and open-minded with other people and not with myself. Like I always feel like I have to mark myself next to someone else. So their progress in life, I mark my progress according to someone else's progress in life, which is very difficult because, people have their own time frame. My friend sent me this video about like how you can't feel rushed from the stage that you're in, because the stage that you're in is meant for you and is not meant for everyone else. You can't be saying I'm falling behind, which I say a lot. Like I even said it yesterday, and she showed me that video like 2 days ago. And I constantly feel like I'm behind in things, but I'm like, you're never behind. You're always in the correct position you're meant to be in your life, which I'm still coming to terms with. I'm still trying to grapple. I'm still trying to understand, which is really hard because the problem with me is that I've been feeding myself very toxic things, very unfair things, which makes it hard for me to grow because I immediately believe those toxic things when those things might not be true, and makes me 2 steps backwards from where I am right now relative to myself. So it says, so at this time when I was trying to find my life's purpose, I didn't know, like I kind of disregarded a lot of who I am at that point. So my creative side was just never there. I stopped doing art, I stopped writing, I stopped filming, and I mean, like I was like voted like the head of film club, but I was never able to film because my passion was being destroyed by my own mental health, which was bad for me. And you know, I kind of realized that my passion and my purpose linked together, but I was never feeding my purpose or passion because I never saw that before. And I always linked it to, you know, a happier time in my life when my purpose and my passion should have been the things that should keep me okay when things are not okay. It shouldn't be a thing that's been in the past and I can never achieve ever again. I mean, that's why suddenly there's a YouTube channel, there's so many videos being posted and everything, because I finally realized that like now is the time, like now is the correct time to be on your creative grind, but not to the point where it's toxic, where you are actually enjoying it and you are finding it beneficial to be doing the creative thing you want to do. So yeah, I mean, it's been really helpful. I really enjoy filming. I like looking at, you know, aesthetic pictures, like if you see like Pinterest pictures, and I don't know, for me, I'm like weird. I'm considered weird. Like I go onto Tumblr, and like there's so many like things that fit my aesthetic and that like make me really inspired, and being able to try and replicate that through videos, like that's very satisfactory, yes, to do. And it makes me happy, and which makes it like your purpose should be something you enjoy. It should never be something that you're forced to do. Like you can't say that my purpose is to help people when you think that other people expect you to do that thing, because you're not going to enjoy it. You need to be saying, no, I love it so much that I would do it over and over and over and not get tired. Like that's what I view a purpose being. And I really hope that I don't get tired of like filming and being creative, and I don't think I would. I just think that when things get tough, when things like start going sideways, I tend to neglect the things that I enjoy, my purpose, my passions. I tend to do that a lot, and I kind of need to, you know, remind myself to go back and remember that I've been doing this for myself, for my own enjoyment, like to feed my passion, you know, all of those things. So through that, I guess, like, I think my biggest life goal is to be able to film, like be in the production of like famous TV shows, work with CW, work with, why am I not remembering other production companies? Be able to work with Disney, like being part of that space, being able to see my name saying this film, like director, and then it was my name, or like editor and there's my name, like on a big screen. Like that has been my goal for I don't know how long. Achieving your goals and your purposes mean that you need to do it milestone by milestone. So for example, my milestones, I mean, I got myself Final Cut Pro. That seems like a weird small milestone, but like to me that's like, I did that. I took the step to get that program. I took a step to put this camera down, find good enough lighting, and just film and just talk. Achieve the milestone of being able to comfortably talk in front of a camera, because I'm a very, very shy person. Like because of what I've been through, because of a lot of things, I'm very shy, I'm very anxious of what people think of me and all of that. So me being able to just sit in front of the camera and talk and not be scripted, not be forced, like that's a huge milestone for me, which is getting closer to my big lifelong dream, which is being a famous director, editor, you know, whatever. I feel like with purposes, you can have an unhealthy thing of like always striving for it and never taking care of yourself. like striving for it to prove a point, to say like, you know what, I'm here, I'm doing this, people must recognize that I'm doing this, I'm doing good for myself. But behind closed doors, you're not even taking care of yourself, which you need to do. What I need to personally, I also need to implement in my life is have like a routine that's like healthy eating, healthy sleep schedule, which won't always happen. Like, it can't be toxic, it needs to be natural. So healthy like environment, like I'm in a very comfortable environment right now. A lot of the time I'm on edge, I am thinking about 100 things at once, and like it makes me uneasy. But right now I'm in a space where it's like I could do cartwheels and I never have the energy to do anything. So that is very much an achievement, I think, with taking care of myself and like making sure that I'm doing something that is also healthy for my body and healthy for my life, that's also contributing, like the background things that contribute to you coming to your place. I don't know, I just brought that up because I wrote down like school, play, rest, sleep. I mean, why did I write rest and sleep? Like, okay, no, I understand why I wrote it. Rest, you know, like watching TV, sleep properly, you know, balance school, my play is this. Like, those are your main priorities that you need to focus on to achieve milestones, to achieve your biggest goal at the end of the day. I mean, you know, YouTube is part of my milestones slash purpose slash lifelong dream. I really want to be like a famous YouTuber. Like, I don't know, like just finding your purpose, reflecting with yourself. It's very important, especially for like your well-being. Like, no matter how big and small it is, whether you think that your purpose is to, like, just your purpose is never something that's small. Although you might think it's small, it's never small. It always can make you big at the end. Whether it's in your own community, whether it's in your own space, whether it's on the internet, whether it's like, it's just who you are. Like, I don't even know if I'm making sense anymore. Like, I'm just rambling now, and I really like it. I really do, because I don't ramble a lot unless I'm comfortable with someone and rambling. Okay, so I'm just gonna read you these things. Like, I'm reading these things as if like I wrote this when I was 6. And I'm reflecting on it like 10 years later, 12 years later. But I literally wrote this last year. It says, if you keep caring about what people think, you'll become their slaves, and you're stronger than that. Okay, that's 1. 2, if you judge a fish on his ability to climb a tree. Oh, I remember when I wrote this. This was when I was using like an app. There was an app I was using, I can't remember the name, where sometimes my voice breaks, and I'm really sorry. Where it like tells you like quotes, and like it's a summary of the book, but like it tells you the important points, and I wrote down these important points. I guess I knew that I needed it later, and here is later. It says, where did I? Oh yes, if you judge a fish, this is number 2, if you judge a fish on his ability to climb a tree, he'll spend the rest of his life thinking he's stupid. So I think for me, that quote makes me think about like how I've been constantly I have been constantly judging myself in terms of school, which makes me think that I'm stupid, but I am smart in the areas that I am built for. I'm smart in filming, I'm smart in writing, I'm smart in poetry and creativity. Like, that's where I'm smart. I shouldn't be judging myself based off of if I can build a birdhouse, or you know, what can't I do? Do you get what I mean? Like, I can't be judging myself. Like, I wouldn't say I'm book smart. I think I'm more of a practical person, because all of my things are, my passions are practical. So I can't judge myself. I can't be hard on myself for not being book smart when I am smart in all of the other areas. I think that's what makes me think about, you know, the fish climbing a tree situation. I should express love for myself, which I struggle with till this day. I should express it by acknowledging the good that I do for people, being tender with my heart like I am tender towards other people, and take care of basic needs like how I mentioned, staying hydrated, getting enough sleep, moving your body, eating, I need to pay attention to my needs and validate my emotions and feelings. And I really think that, like, as much as I'm still on this journey, I've done a lot of those things. I've started to stay hydrated. I've started to care about my sleep. I've started to move my body. I've been doing personal training for the past, I think, 3 weeks, and I really feel good about it, and I feel healthier. My eating is a little bit paying attention to my needs. Like, I do it sometimes when I really remember, and I really try to remember, but like it's hard to. And validating my feelings and emotions. I mean, I really fought for my mental health, and I'm still gonna fight for it. I don't think I deserve what I'm feeling, and as much as like there are times where I'm like in a sad state where I'm like, no, maybe I do deserve it, I'm glad that I always get out of that state, and I'm like, no, you know what, I should be able to get help. I should be able to get the mental help that I need, and validate my own feelings, because what I'm feeling, it shouldn't be invalidated. It's important, and I'm feeling it for a reason. So I think I've really tried this year, and I'm going to continue trying, even though like sometimes it won't always work. Sometimes I'm going to be very frustrated with myself. Like, at least I've started trying, and I mean, that's what matters, that I've started and I'm going to continue. So yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to say please subscribe, but I feel like that's so basic. But please subscribe if you want to. Please like my video, please share. But like, you watching it in general, you've contributed a lot, and I'm very grateful for that. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.